Hello students, I'm Dr. Daniel. Today we're going to talk about marginal physical product and diminishing marginal returns. In any enterprise, the addition of more workers should lead to more production. And that increase in production from hiring another worker is called the marginal physical product. How much does each additional worker contribute to the total output of the firm? The factory, the bakery, the tea shop, it just doesn't matter what firm it is. So if you have no workers, you have no output. If you have one worker, let's say that total output rises to 15 units. If you hire another worker, total output increases from 15 to 34, so the contribution of the second worker is an additional 19 units of production. That's the marginal physical product of the second worker. Now, notice that the marginal physical product of the second worker is higher than the marginal physical product of the first worker. What could cause this? There are many situations where you need two people to produce effectively. If you have a piece of machinery that's too big for one person to operate, and that person must spend his time running from one side of the machine to the other, production is going to be very slow. If you get a second person so that you can have a worker stationed at each end of the machine, production will more than double because the machine is designed to run with two people. Imagine a bake shop where one person is trying to do the mixing of the cookies, the baking of the cookies, the transferring of the cookies to the counter, the selling the cookies, and then the washing of all the pots and pans, and some more mixing, some more baking, some more selling, some more washing. The employee is going to spend a huge amount of time running in circles, and that's not productive. Now, when you add additional workers, output goes up, but at some point it starts to go up by smaller and smaller amounts. This is called diminishing marginal returns. Each worker becomes slightly less valuable than the worker before. Why is this true? Well, consider adding a third worker. Output increases by 10 units. Total output goes up but not by as much as it did with the second worker. Total output continues to rise, but the additional contribution of more workers adds less and less value. Additionally, eventually you'll reach a point where a worker contributes nothing to total output. If you keep trying to stuff more workers into that fixed workspace, workers are going to get in each other's way and total output is going to actually go down, and the last worker is going to have a negative impact. You never want to be these people as an employee. You have no value to the firm. And as a manager, you need to know how many employees are too many. So you would never hire these people. Now, if you look at it graphically, vertical axis output, horizontal axis number of workers, you plot this information and you see total output. It goes up. The increase gets smaller and smaller, the curve peaks and flattens out and then declines when too many workers are hired. The marginal physical product right here, curve, shows an increase and then it decreases until it becomes zero right here on the axis, and then it turns negative. At which point do diminishing marginal returns set in? They set in with the hiring of the third worker. The third worker contributes less than the second worker. So this is the point of diminishing marginal returns. Does that mean you only want to hire 3 workers? Absolutely not. But you need to know your production process if you're the manager, know when diminishing marginal returns set in and know which employees would be detrimental to the firm. See you next time.